Okay, so I've been thinking about doing this video for a long time. I know that the 50 of you that are subscribed to my channel want med school videos, but I think this was an important one to do. So this will be my 27 lessons I've learned at 27 years old. If you hear some noise, probably it's outside or my cat's purring. Okay, so also the quality won't be too good because I'm doing this spontaneously with a beer and with my iPad. So here we go. So the first lesson I've learned that lesson at like 23 years old, and it changed my life, is that you are not your mind. You're not. You're the observer of it. Okay, you're not the voice speaking, chattering in your head. If you stop identifying to it, your life will change. Okay, so that's the first lesson. I've learned that lesson in The Power of Now. It's a great book. I strongly recommend. Okay, the second one is you cannot biohack your own body. Okay, and I feel that in the recent years, this has been a freaking trend, and I've been a victim of it. I clearly started to take a lot of supplements, have different diets, I don't know, changing my sleeping routine, etc. But in the end, what I got from that is that all bodies are unique, and the best thing you could do for your own body is to listen to it, get to know it, and then optimize what you already have. Okay, and our bodies are beautiful machines. You don't need to hack it. Okay, you just need to listen to it, be in tune with it, and your life will be 100% better. The third lesson is you have to believe in something or in a force that is greater than yourself. So I'm not talking about religion necessarily, but just feel that you're part of something greater and that there's an energy out there that supports you in your own quest, in your own purpose in life, will help you greatly. It will give you courage, okay? Courage to stop worrying, to stop questioning everything. It's going to give you courage to be the best person you can be and just go forward, okay, in your own dreams and your own aspirations, and live your best life. Okay, so where did I probably learned this in another book. I can link it down below. Okay, you don't need to save anyone to be loved. Okay, and again, that is something I've done over and over again with my friendships, with my family, with anyone I encountered. Basically, I would try to change their lives, but in a way that it was a bit toxic, you know. I would give myself a little bit too much just because I had the certainty that you could only be loved if you helped someone. But that's not true. That's not true. You can be just yourself, live your own life, and you're still valuable, okay? You don't need to be this extraordinary person for absolutely everyone. And actually, no one should ask you to be that person to love you back. Okay, now lesson number 5 is to be happy, you need to work for something greater than yourself. I talked about this before. I talked about this force, but now I'm talking about contribution, okay? If you only succumb to instantaneous pleasures, okay, and you go to one pleasure to the next, you will be happy momentarily, but it won't be lasting happiness, or it won't have the same meaning, the same lasting meaning, okay? And for having seen people in palliative care, people dying, it's something that comes over and over again. It's not about the separate experiences. It's about the underlying meaning of your entire life. What did you bring to society? What did you bring to your community? Who were you, you know? I think that we're all connected with this type of energy, okay? And if you listen to that energy, to your instincts, you will find your purpose, and you would be able to contribute, okay? And put your talents to the service of others. And that's how you will find happiness, how you will be able to die and be satisfied with your own life. Okay, you are your best friend. If you don't care for yourself, believe in yourself, literally no one would. They won't, because you set the standard for yourself, okay? And in the end, the energy you put out, the standard you hold yourself up to, will be reflected in your life, okay? People will always match what you think about yourself. And the other thing about that is that no one knows what is actually going on into your life, like all the details, all the feelings you have, okay? You are the only one in that position, so you should take advantage of it. You should be your own best friend. You should take care of yourself, okay? Not only with the way you think about yourself, but all the actions you do in your life, like not auto-sabotaging yourself, because we all do that, and just building your life that will make you happy, okay? And listening to yourself, listening to your intuition, respecting yourself in your actions and your thoughts, etc. I said that you attract what you put out, but that doesn't mean you need to fake it. So I talked about you are the energy you put into the universe, into the world, will come back to you, okay? But for some reason, I thought that I should fake it till I make it. But that's not true, because you need to be authentic at all times for your environment to respond to you at that level and pull you up, okay? You don't need to fake to be happy when you're not happy, okay? Because maybe you're gonna miss an opportunity for someone to help you out. So it's a balance, you know? That is something I learned in my professional life, is the most important thing is kindness and work ethic will bring you to places. It will make a difference in your life, because I think it's in a professional setting, it's the two most important things, because these are the two things that will make people want to work with you and bring you to the top. If you lack one of those things, that will not happen. If you're an asshole, you're hardworking, no one gives a shit about you. And if you're kind and you're not hardworking, then you don't bring anything to the team. So, voila. Another thing I've learned, and this is this year, you have to be clear about your values. Clear about what makes sense to you, what means a lot to you, because your values will be a compass every time you need to make a small decision about your life. And those decisions will steer your way to your future, okay? And if you stop and think about all those things that make you feel good, that you value a lot, it's gonna be easier to make good decisions when the time comes. And those decisions are gonna pile up and build your future. I talked about this. The 10th point is engineer a life that reflects what you value the most and that will make you happy. You are the only person that can build a life for yourself that makes you happy, okay? And that is so freaking important. You are the one that is building your life. It's on you, okay? I'm not talking about like you should be self-compassionate, etc. But you need to take this seriously, okay? you need to travel, see beautiful things. You need to, you know, you need to indulge in the things that make your life worthwhile. Okay, and I'm not talking about instant pleasures. I'm talking about things that will build you as a person. Okay. The 11th thing is, I said that already. Treat yourself to a beautiful life. You're worth it. Okay, you only have one life. At least we don't know. I would not take the chance. So, yeah, just if you want to go and see an art show, go. If you want to eat good food, just freaking do it. If you want to learn more about a subject, then freaking go ahead. Okay, there's a reason why you want all those things. It's because you are craving them. They already belong to you, and you should honor that. 12th, have the courage to love like it's forever. Okay, there is no other way. I feel like the millennials, we have so much commitment issues that it makes it impossible for a lot of people to live like this. But if you really want to live true love, you need to have the courage to love like it's going to be forever. I'll leave it at that. Sorry, my kids. Okay. Again, relationships are not solely based on love. They're not. Because you can love someone who doesn't bring anything to you. And relationship, especially romantic relationships, are based on way more than love. Love is just, it's a fuel to go forward together, but the basis of it is not love, okay? It's partnership. And partnership is built on trust, respect, similar values. And I could go on, okay? But it's not love. So don't stay with someone because you love them. Stay with someone because the foundation is worthwhile. Speeding up time is as important as slowing it down. So mindfulness, okay, is only a tool. You cannot live your life totally in the present at all times. Okay, it's way too energivore. Okay, it has too much energy out of you, and at some point in your day, you have to choose when you're on autopilot. I've read so many books that told me, you have to be in the present moment at all times, or else your life is not worthwhile. Totally false. Because at some point, you become fatigued. Okay, and so maybe the moment you're mindful is with your family, or when you're spending any quality time with yourself or others, or at work when you're interacting with someone face to face. But like when you're brushing your teeth, I don't know, like doing your routine, you're not obliged to be totally mindful at all times, unless that's like an exercise, like you're using that time to meditate. There are very few people who actually give a shit about you. Okay? So stop trying to please everyone. Try to value people who give a shit about you. It's just, and stop valuing people who don't. Okay? C'est comme, if you want to ask advice to someone, ask advice to someone who believes in you, who you trust, who knows you, who actually gives a shit about your future, your happiness, etc. Okay? And stop expecting people that you barely know, that do not give a damn about your life, to give you worthwhile advice. that is total sabotage, and you may start to overshare. Okay, and that's a thing. I've been there, and don't do it. Don't. Okay. Another one for millennials: don't be entitled. Okay, don't be entitled. The world doesn't owe you shit. It doesn't. Okay, so if you want to be a millionaire, you want to be a star, you want to, I don't know, be the future Tom Harris? Tom Harris? No, I'm mixing it. Anyways, the author of the 4-Hour Workweek, then you need to work for that. You can't have it all at the same time. You can't have instantaneous pleasure and make some cash and just live the perfect life. It takes some work. The more your life escalates, the more you're successful, the more you're building something, and that takes some input, some commitment, some energy, okay? And it's not always fun, okay? It's the meaning behind it that makes it fun, okay? And one day you'll see the fruits of all your work, and you're gonna feel so proud, and you're gonna feel happy. And it's not gonna be like a burst of happiness. It's gonna be the subtle one, the one that you have in your guts, okay? The one that makes life worthwhile. Okay. The biggest gift you can give to someone is your undivided attention and time, because basically that's all you can give. That's the most precious thing, is your time and your attention. So if you truly love someone, or even like at the grocery store, make fucking eye contact with the person. Say hi, how are you? And even if they're being a total bitch, who cares? Just be a good person. Okay, see the humanity in everyone and respect them just for that. It's gonna make you feel good, and it's gonna make you a giver. And you know what people want to do to givers? They want to give to them. So, voilà. And the last, is that the last one? Yeah. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So choose wisely, okay? Choose people who give a shit about you. That's obvious, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel we just want people to love us so much, and they're not always the right people, okay? So if someone doesn't bring anything to your life, it's not that they're a bad person, it's just, it's not a match. Just let them go. I think that's it. I don't think I have 27 finally. I might have like 20. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I know this is a bit impromptu. I hope I'm gonna be able to edit this properly. But chin chin, and have a good night. I'll see you in my next video.